I got a question from Hayden a while ago about how do you change a headlight in an automobile. As it happens, my son got pulled over the other day because his car has a light out and he got a warning. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to change a headlamp in an automobile. So we're going to look at the light that's out and see about what it would take to replace the bulb. Aha, it's that one. One thing we want to check for starters is it just the low beam or is it the low beam and the high beam? All right, the light bulb in question that we want to change is this one. Yes, this is an old vehicle. It still runs, and so we're going to maintain it as well as we can until my son wants to sell it, if he can, and get another one. But until then, this is the bulb I need to change. He's actually got hit in the parking lot from this one. Rather than have it repaired, he took the money and put it in the bank or bought video games with it. So you can tell that this is damaged already. Almost tempted to say, can I get the light bulb from the front? But you can't, because you got to extract the light bulbs from the back. So we're going to loosen this and get the light bulb out and see if I've got one that is the replacement for it. If not, we'll have to go to the auto parts store and get one. So for this fixture, I can see there's two mounting screws. There's two mounting screws here. When you see things like these are usually just adjusters for the angle. You'll notice in here too, there's a level in here to show you whether your headlight's level. This was a very high-end vehicle with all the bells and whistles when it was new. It's obviously not new anymore, but this takes the Torx fitting or a star wrench. So I've got one here. I'm going to loosen these. And I'm doing this so I can get at the back of the fixture so that I can swap the bulb out. Okay, there's that one. You don't want to lose these parts. So put them somewhere where you're not likely to drop them. Okay, and this one mounts deeper down in. So I'm going to set those there carefully and then just see if I can move this now. And in fact, the whole unit comes out now. All right, so we're on the back side of the light fixture now. This was the high beam, that one was working. Here's the low beam, this is the one that's not working. When you get a light like this, usually these will rotate to go in or out. That's not the one I'm concerned about, so here's the one I'm gonna do. If it's been a while, like this is an older car, it might be stiff. That one actually turned fairly easily, and it pops out. And you can see there's little ears on the side of this. They go in grooves on the back side, and then you rotate them, and that's what holds it in place. So here we'll take it out again, and you can see this one's all busted off. That's why it quit working. But now we've got to get the bulb off. Some bulbs look like this, and they plug in here. Others, like the replacement for this one, actually have the whole base part of it as well. So you want to be careful not to touch the glass because oils will make it less long, so you'll shorten the life if you do. But in this case, we've got to get the wires off the bottom, and so we're going to take the retention clips off. We might need a screwdriver to pry them off that way. So this has a little plastic clip on the underside. So there's the blue clip off, and now these snap on the back a little bit so that we want to pull the wires off the bottom now. And now we've got the bulb off. So now we've got the replacement bulb. Went to the auto parts store, just asked them which one it is. They told me this one, got one. Snap that onto the wires there. I'm going to put the retention clip on as well. And notice I've got gloves on. I don't want to touch the glass of the bulb because that will shorten the life of it. We put that blue retention clip on. Now we just tuck it back in where it went, and then rotate it to where it's locked in position. And now it won't slide out. At that point, we can just put the fixture back into place. And for this one, again, this is an older car. Yours is probably gonna be different, but this is how this one mounts. Put that in. I've got a long bolt on this side that goes through to the bottom. We had to make sure we had this long bolt aligned on this particular type of light fixture, and it started down below. This one started again. There are Torx screw heads. This is a ratcheting screwdriver, so snug them back down, and we should be good to go. All right, now we're going to check it and make sure that the lights come on. All right, so we have a functional headlight again. Even though it's all cracked up. Remember remember, stepsons, you're never done until you've cleaned up. So let's clean up the mess and then we'll be finished. If you are growing up and your dad's not in your daily life, then I invite you to go to maptomanhood.org. You can download this guide, which will help you learn some of the lessons and identify some of the skills that are going to be most helpful to you growing up if your dad's not there to help you learn some of these lessons. One of them could be how to change a headlamp. And by the way, that counts on the self-discipline track under education, learning how to do something, a repair on a vehicle or a repair in the house, and you can check that off if you happen to need to change a light in your car. Remember, this channel is for young men growing up without a dad. If that's you, then I hope you'll subscribe. Always remember, you can still succeed even if your dad may not be in your daily life. And you do have a dad that loves you. And I'll see you on the next video.